Good morning. I think it's September 10th, and we are going into Stratton today, Stratton, Maine, to get a resupply. But we sat down last night and did out a tentative schedule for finishing the trail. So we have the end in sight. So when we have to climb steep rock walls, man, I can just get the feeling of being done. I have graduation goggles, and I really want to finish.
We got some trail magic. Woo! Burgers and soda. Yum. And this is put on by the local church here in, wait, what town are we in? Stratton, Maine. So we got all this food here. So good. And it's like a big hiker reunion because it's all these people we haven't seen in a long time. Everybody's here, celebrating the 2,000 mile mark.
Gotta do my resupply. So we're just packing up our food bags with our resupply to get us through the next 3 days. And I got a little something special that I'm keeping nice and cold for right now. Some Maine root ginger brew, my favorite. But I gotta let it cool down first.
So we are sitting in Sunflower's tent, literally in the middle of the trail. And we're sitting in the lightning position, which is feet touching the ground and sitting on your pack. Because a lightning storm just like burst on top of us. Sunflower and I were on the ground, and we felt the lightning strike through our hands. Like, it was the freakiest thing that has ever happened. So now we're just huddled in here. We're soaking wet. Everything is soaking wet. And we're just waiting for this storm to pass. And it's the scariest thing ever.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Mom.
I love you.
I love you.
This is the aftermath of what we scrambled to do to avoid the lightning and the rain. So, ooh, it's still around us.
Yeah, but you still are keeping the
So,
heat in.
we've found some other thru-hiker friends who have found shelter here as we wait out the next stretch.
To come through.
Yeah. We've all become very primitive and
we are starting a cave fire to keep us warm.
This isn't ideal. You're not actually way more safe, but it's better than being in the freaking open. So, still 2 miles to the shelter. We're not going to make it before the next front.
so we're just gonna wait it
We're
out.
just going to wait it out here.
Yes, I
We would not be leaving this cave. I carried 5 pounds of wine up the hill.
So today is September 11th, and last night we met an amazing couple who picked us up in their truck, took us back to their house, let us sleep in a spare room, and then they took us out to one of the restaurants that they own down the street and fed us an amazing dinner, and they were just so hospitable to us and so amazing. Richard and Beth, thank you again for being so awesome. But today we were planning on getting over the Bigelows, pretty much the last mountain range that's over 4,000 feet until the very end at Katahdin. But lightning storms and heavy rainfall just like tore us down and broke our spirits. So we're just getting to this shelter just 5 miles in. We're going to call it quits there for the night. It's just so hard to push through all that. But I wanted to show you, that's the ski slope. It's Bromley, or no, not Bromley Mountain, that was a long time ago. That's Sugarloaf Mountain that we came over the other day, and this is just the other side where all the ski slopes are, so it's a very popular skiing attraction. And then we're going over these today, the Bigelow ranges. So this is why people say the backcountry of Maine is just so spectacular, is because you got like these, like, you know, deep backcountry glacial lakes and ponds that are just on top of mountains, you know, over like 3,000-4,000 feet. And it's just so cool to see, because you don't expect it to be there, especially with as high up as you are. But it's just stunning here in Maine. I love it.
The days of Slim Jims.
Oh man,
That was a dark time.
Those were dark times. Man, I ate so many Slim Jims. I basically like only ate Slim Jims and Pringles from like Springer Mountain until like Gatlinburg. No.
Oh, I never
Irwin.
had a spring.
Slim Jims are like my favorite part of the day. You guys want some coffee?
Huh?
4 hours some coffee.
It's pretty good. Rolling
Sure.
or some?
Just
Oh yeah. Yes, this is the 1, 2, 3.
Jericho! That's weird looks. But did it fall down? It didn't fall down.
It didn't fall.
Got some very strange looks though.
You did not have the power of God behind you. Good morning. It's September 12th. Today we are tackling the Bigelows. But last night we went by the Horns Pond shelter, and we only did 5 miles in, and we decided to stay there with the other cave dwellers we were chilling with. That was Cavs, Coach, and Rocksteady. Really great, fun thru-hikers. So today we're going to go about 11.5 miles with them, and maybe be able to spend the night with the Church of the Nazarene, who did the trail magic the other day at the gap we were at. So, you know, those plans that we always seem to make for ourselves to get to the end, well, it's best to be flexible out here, because the more flexible you are, the more likely you open yourself up to just fun experiences. So, we'll see you on the Bigelows. You can see some of our friends making it up that peak right now. So we got maybe 0.2 miles to go. That is what we're heading to, the Avery Peak. Climbing up that rock face. This is Avery Peak, named after Myron Avery, pretty much the guy who took the conception of the AT and made it a reality. And this is also pretty much our last highest peak before we reach Katahdin. At this point we kind of head down. We hit a couple smaller ones along the way, but the 100-mile wilderness coming up is just the red carpet rolling out before our summit of Katahdin. Let's do this. So, one thing that happens is after you've been hiking on trail all day and you sit down for a while, you get the hiker hobble. And then somebody opens up a van and spills my pack.
I saved the pack.
The hiker hobble makes you weak and unable to hold the weight of a single pack. So we're in Strong, Maine, where the Church of the Nazarene picked us up alongside the trail. We saw them at the at the Trail Magic the other day, and so they took us back to their sanctuary, where we're staying downstairs, where we got ourselves set up to sleep in any of the rooms down here. But we're also making a feast tonight.
Hiker feed!
Yeah, so we got hamburgers, hot dogs, and fries, and just a layout, a spread of food that we're all gonna munch on for the next day. Yeah. Good morning. The church took us back to the trail today, and so we are gonna aim to hike about 17, 18 miles on the very higher side of our hiking days, in order to get as close as we can to the Kennebec River, which is a very, very wide river that we will have to cross, but they do not advise you to ford it because there's dams upriver that get released at various times, which cause the level to rise dangerously and can be very, very dangerous. So we instead will have to take a shuttle canoe across, which the ATC considers the official white blaze, because there's a white blaze at the bottom of the boat. So that is what we will be doing tomorrow. So similar to when we got to the halfway point on the trail, there were multiple halfway points. So likewise, very similarly, we see a lot of these mile 2000s.
I like this one.
This is the third one.
This one's the most fun.
This one is the coolest for sure. What?
Is it the road one? Oh, this is my favorite one.
Cool.
Do this one too.
This is the one I really wanted to do.
Oh, no.
And here's the fourth one.
Yay!
I see you guys.
Maybe.
This is a creepy bridge. I guess those are supposed to be like guardrails. Well, the thing is, if it didn't have the guardrails, it would probably just feel like a normal bridge out here.
No, if it didn't have the guardrails, I would be crossing it.
Just, yeah, stepping across. True that. Alright, at the Kennebec River, where we have to take a canoe to get across. So they will shuttle us across because they don't recommend fording this. There's several dams up the river that they release at various times during the day. So the water level can change like 2-4 feet, just like that, and it can be very dangerous. Plus it's about waist deep, and that's not that great if you slip and you drop your pack somewhere. So we're going to be taking this canoe over and continuing from there. got over the river, and we heard that there was a brew pub up here just off the road. So we're gonna do what we do best.
And not hike in the rain.
And not hike in any rain. This is how crazy the AT can get sometimes. What is that in there? You look like a ghost. Work your way through. You've almost got it.
Oh, it's really cool up there, actually.
Ooh. Is that actually like a cave?
There's like, there's a little cave over here that you can like jump up onto on the rocks. We're a little lost.
Oops. I think it was this cave we came into. Okay, so this has not been confirmed, but we think, and I don't even know if this can see it, this very far, far back peak may be Katahdin, which means we are closer and closer than we think. We got a grouse right there. He's gonna get angry in a few seconds. Be very, very quiet. Mm-hmm. He's gonna like fly right at us. Oh. I smell chicken. Whoa! There he goes. So this river that we're fording right now is typically supposed to be knee deep, is what they say.
That's crazy.
During heavy rainfall, they say it can get dangerous, but it has been such a dry year that most of this is dried up. We're just rock stepping across this bad boy. Another quote unquote ford.
Frogger!
That's what we were calling them.
Hold on. I learned it yesterday.
Yeah. Rain, something kind of close to mine.
So cute.
My adorable
It's
little
adorable.
pancakes.
So yesterday we hiked into Monson, Maine, where we stayed at the infamous Shaw's, a hiker hostel here that provides a resupply. As you can see back there, they got a little store, but they have, private rooms. So Purple and I got our own place last night, and we watched some movies, just had a good time. Chilled with other thru-hikers as we anticipate the ending when we reach that sign on top of Katahdin. Not too far away, about 114 miles. Let's check out the room. Room number 8 here at Shaw's. Our room looks kind of like a mess right now because we're packing it all up, getting ready to hit the trail. Yeah, I guess I'm still the one packing, but it's gonna be a good day of hiking, 15 miles. Starting the 100-mile wilderness. Just looking at the map, you can kind of see about where we are. Right there, Monson in Maine. So we've covered that distance so far. And to the end, just right to there. Not too much far, not too much further at all. So, this is the official start of what they call the 100-mile wilderness. 100 miles that is remote from all access to roads and civilization. And
No water either.
nothing.
Nothing.
No.
There's nothing here.
We have to carry a very large resupply. We're carrying about 5-6 days worth of food.
It's not that bad.
It's not too. See, we're limbered up and ready for it. But there is one hostel that is along the way, about 70 miles in, that we'll be able to stay at White House Landing and get a little resupply before we continue 2 or 3 more days to
The Big K.
the Big K. There are no places to obtain supplies or get help until Able Bridge, 100 miles north. Do not attempt this section unless you have a minimum of 10 days' supplies and are fully equipped. This is the longest wilderness section of the entire AT, and its difficulty should not be underestimated. Good hiking.